Sports Hour is here to start on Real FM 88.4 stereo. Join the sports desk of Real FM for Sports Hour. Sports Hour is a sports program in English in which we give you a full dose of sports news, interviews, commentaries, reports in Cameroon, Africa, and the world. Sports Hour is here to start on Real FM 88.4 stereo.
Hello. Welcome to another month. You are tuned to Reality.4FM. My name is Biwa Brian, and you are listening to Sports Hour over Reality 8.4FM. Sports Hour, a sports program which comes up every Wednesday. Coming up today, we are going to be looking at the possible chance of the Indomitable Lionesses, who have just gotten a wild card to qualify for or to participate at the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations. Plus, the Indomitable Lions are just about 10 days away from their game against the Democratic Republic of Congo, a fixture which counts for the playoffs, which is going to decide whether or not they are going to surge forward in their campaign to qualify for the next edition of the Men's World Cup. We'll have these picks plus several other picks in today's edition of the program. Sports are on the technical dashboard to ensure that you get me 5 on 5. I have Romeo Adekume on the cameras. We have Brian Bida for our YouTube live on our YouTube channel. Production assistance is coming in from Bangladesh. Editorial coaching is ensured for us by Abel Bela Samari. Coordination is coming in straight from the station's manager, Roger Kiek. For general supervision, we have the Reverend Pastor Bisai Emmanuel Nel. Stay tuned as I treat you to this gospel intelligence. I'll be back.
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy. Let's go. Come on. Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see ya.
Thank you very much, Tontoromi, for that musical interlude. And with that, we go straight into today's edition of the program. Like earlier on said, we are going to be looking at the Indomitable Lionesses, who somehow have qualified for the Women's African Cup of Nations. Plus, the Lionesses on their part, the Lions on their path, are set to face off against the Democratic Republic of Congo in a couple of days from today. That game is set to be the semi-final of the CAF playoffs. That will, of course, it is just one step though, one step to qualifying for the World Cup. Joining me for today's edition of the program, they were here last week, I think. Yeah, they were here last week. Evans Williams Jopati. Hello, Evans. Good, happy new month.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I should say.
Good afternoon, first of all.
Good afternoon, Biwa Brian, and equally happy new month to you and to your listeners as well as my co-panelists.
I'm guessing your birthday was within this week.
Yeah, it was on the 10th actually. On the 10th of November.
It's just unfortunate that I could not find this day. Aside from Evans, we equally have the last time I called his name. I have to be careful.
He said,
wait.
okay.
Wait. I equally have here with me Akumani David. I reversed it. David.
No. Akubaye David.
I think you got it right this time around.
I know I cannot do two mistakes
because
one mistake two times.
Of course. I just wish to give you a small tip. What happened since a couple of years back? I had a certain grandfather in our community.
Yeah.
Who saw one of my articles, because in journalism they usually reverse the name.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
David Yakuman. So he saw the name and he thought I was not actually the one. I was not actually the one who wrote the article. So I'm very sensitive when it comes to my names, and also it should have four names.
Yeah.
But the name I use in journalism is Akumani David.
Okay.
So I'm always very sensitive when it comes to the order of my name, because
So
the person who gave me the name took out time to give out the names, and the name has meaning.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if we distort any of the names, we have distort the entire meaning of the name. So it's good to always call me Akumani David. I prefer that. Good afternoon to our listeners. Happy to be here again. Thank you for inviting me again. I've now become a very regular person in this program. There was a time I usually come once in a month.
Hey.
But now I've come
back to back.
Yeah, back to back. So it's good that it's good to be here. The AC in this office and in this studio is top notch.
You are enjoying
It
it.
shows.
We just hope
It
we
shows-
don't cover you.
Enjoy yourself.
It shows.
Wait.
It shows.
Evans, don't go
It
there.
shows-
Wait.
It shows that the staff are under very good working conditions.
Thank you very
Because,
much. Yes, exactly.
I see my friend Evans is getting fresher and fresher. My friend Biwa Brian also getting fresher and fresher.
But Evans is fresher than I am.
Yes, good afternoon to all the listeners. Good afternoon to particularly to the fans of a team that has won back to back.
I was waiting for this. Part.
That one.
You know, his introduction is always very long. So I was waiting for him to admit this part so that I would remind him that last week when he came here, when I just greeted him, he started talking about some people who lost match.
No.
People,
No, greetings to the fans of a team that have gotten back to winning ways. They have won back-to-back games for the first time in about 2 months. So it's good to have them around again. Welcome. Once again, welcome to the winning ways.
Welcome
because
to
we
winning
are,
ways.
because we are
The last time I checked, there's somebody who has not shaved because of you people.
Because you know, when you start losing games and you come back to winning ways, it's always a good feeling. I've once been there, and I know how
you've
it
suffered this for at least 3 years. I understand.
So good afternoon. I'm just happy to be here again. The topics are quite interesting because they have sacked Bisek Zhang for nothing, because the Lionesses will be going for
Finally, that qualified.
No, I don't think it's for nothing.
they'll be going
I just
for-
think it is
they'll be going for-
something with
please don't interrupt me when I'm giving
Yes,
my
Evans,
introduction.
calm down. He's still introducing himself. He's still in his introduction.
So it's good to be here. It's good. The topics are quite interesting. We also hope that we are going to be up to the standards that the listeners are expecting from us. I'm done.
Oh, you are done. You know, when I was introducing him, I checked the time. It was 2:48.
Oh,
Now we are 2:53. 5-minute introduction.
Yes, it's good.
wow.
That's how he does every time. Now that David already let the cat out of the bag, we have 2 topics.
Yeah.
the Lionesses and the Lions. But they always say ladies before gentlemen. I think we should use that.
Yes, and I think that's what is actually making news.
Let's use that. So we did not qualify for the Women's African Cup, but we'll go.
Yes, we'll go finally. That's why they say. I think I don't know if you're in fact you're a believer. Perhaps you're a believer. So you know what it means to actually have a miracle. So to me, I see this as a miracle because from the onset we could not imagine that CAF will actually let out such an information at a crucial moment, because this is, in normal terms, this was something that had to be done even before the qualifications would have started. So it is that I just feel like this actually has to do with maybe like the prize money and maybe like the fame of the competition, because having Cameroon out of a competition, I mean, it's like you are planning to not sell it, and when it has to do with Africa for that matter, 2 times in a row, because if you have to count the number of times that Cameroon actually participated in any competition in Africa, the fame is always at high esteem, but when they are out, it's like there's a reduction. I don't know if you have noticed that, but that's how it is. So I just believe that maybe this is a way of maybe doing
but we completely cannot base off that, because the Confederation had reviewed it. How do I say it?
Onset, because
they said before, but they are not confirmed, and they only confirmed after the qualification process.
So how do they manage now with the logistics as far as the because any tournament has, from the onset we have our logistics. For example, we know that we have 12 teams participating in the competition. The host
country knows that there are 12 hotels.
I'm expecting 12 countries. I'm getting ready 12 hotels, and also maybe a number of stadiums. Now, just few months to the start of it's true that Morocco is a very developed country. They have hosted the under 20, but now it also plays as far as logistics is concerned, because they have to put this infrastructure up to date and up to the standard of hosting a company. So, anyways, I want to just to highlight what my brother was saying over there. It's true that Cameroon always does publicity of tournaments. Over years, we have seen Cameroon participating in the World Cup. We have seen that the quality of the World Cup is always at very, very high level. So, but now we cannot totally base our minds on that. We'll blame CAF for playing the ping pong role, because let us do things straight and right. Because imagine that other teams that are not part of the ranking. If, for example, in the last month, a team like Botswana was more than Ivory Coast in the FIFA ranking, and now we are using that the FIFA ranking of this month. I think that CAF is playing a ping pong game, but somebody said we should believe in miracles, and that's just what has happened to Cameroon.
Evans.
Yes.
David is talking about not revealing or not say it earlier enough. Like I was saying, the Confederation had shown interest in expanding from 12 teams to 16 teams. I think I initially heard of 12 to 14. But then they are not confirmed. There was no communique. Just some top journalists who are linked to the Confederation, they brought it out as a rumor. And now they are confirming after the qualification process has passed already. Just like David was saying, it plays a lot of logistics, all that, and so on. But then the problem is, do you think it was right for the Confederation not to have made this known earlier, so that at least they would also outline that for you to be amongst the 4 extra teams, I've been at 2 extra teams that they are going to include, we are going to use this criteria to select the teams.
Exactly.
We are going to maybe go to the qualification, the person who had the best run, we are going to come out like a little bit like what we saw with the introduction of these CAF playoffs to qualify for.
Playoffs to qualify
now,
for the
CAF had said earlier on, it's not something of that they are going to look at the best second place teams. They will come out with a classification table for all of them and see who ranks better. But this one, they went completely out of the
normal ethics.
Maybe it's because of the way they organize the qualifiers, because the qualifiers there is knockout.
I think just to add to what you said, to me, first of all, I think it is not right, because if, for instance, they would have announced such an initiative a long time ago, I feel
It's not right, but it favors you, right?
no,
You are
it favors
Cameroonian.
us, yes, but now we have to go. First of all, I mean, when we're analyzing things, we go from positive to negative or from negative to positive.
Okay.
You don't just analyze one side. And yeah, I'm not actually being a Cameroonian, but rather an analyst. When you look at it, at the way it is, it's sure it favors Cameroon, but I believe that if, for instance, this information was already out that, okay, this year Morocco is going to be hosting 16 for the AFCON. We know that there are many countries that are even more performant than Cameroon. That is true. They would have done their
Presently,
almost
not
yes. I mean presently,
Okay.
They would have done their best to be among. I mean the 16 that will qualify. I'm not saying Cameroon we don't have a good. In fact, we are one of the best when it comes to female football in Africa. We are one of the best. We don't look at what is happening presently now, but we are one of the best. But I'm just saying that there are equally other teams that would have loved to equally be present at this AFCON because they equally want to show the world that they know how to play football.
And
that's
probably if they decided to go through the qualifiers, look at the team with the best run, probably they should have come up with a table. Who scored more goals? Who conceded more goals?
It will not be that kind of thing that we had the first round. There are some teams that will participate for the first round, others will participate only for the second round, and so on and so forth. But we will have a well-structured and rearranged qualifiers for the women's AFCON. So I just think it is unjust.
Yeah.
But since it favors Cameroon and it favors other nations, because it's not only Cameroon alone that it favors. It favors Cameroon, it favors Ivory Coast, it favors I think Mali too. So you see that these are at least when it comes to football in Africa, you cannot talk about football. You don't talk about Mali. You don't talk about Cameroon. You don't talk about Egypt. You don't even talk about Ivory Coast. And that would be unjust to not have them and have them for the male version. It would just be like some kind of a situation whereby they are unable to actually show the world that they are leading football in Cameroon.
Okay.
Royal FM, il est 15h.
Voici deux bonnes raisons d'utiliser encore plus Orange Money.
Premièrement, 0% les frais de transfert. Et deuxièmement, 1% les frais de retrait sur Max It. Orange Money.
David, this is coming from the comments. It's not coming from me. We have people. I heard this. I don't know if it's this morning. I don't know when exactly I heard it, but I'm very sure that I heard it somewhere, or probably I read it somewhere. Now, somebody is like, one of the reasons why CAF decided to go behind and introduce this module to bring 4 teams in the competition, Cameroon being inclusive, is because they were worrying of how they are going to sell out women's football in Africa. Because there has been complaints. The last edition of the Women's African Cup of Nations played was that in South Africa?
With the same Morocco hosted.
Morocco. The turnout was apparently very low. Like no fans and so on. So somebody was like, the reason why they have brought Cameroon is so that there is going to be the fanfare is going to be broader. Like the following is going to, and you know when the following is wide, I mean there are deals, there's viewership,
contract,
TV channels are going to come for rights and all that. What would you have to say about this?
Now let's put the cards on the table, because we cannot argue the fact that Cameroon is a major country when it comes to football in Africa, even in the world. Look at the 2022 World Cup, how spicy it was because Cameroon was present. Brazil.
I mean, our goals among the top 5 have been at 10 goals.
So I think that CAF is also looking at the business part of it, because a competition is not all about the football on the pitch. It's some money that comes into the competition of African
So you
football.
don't blame them.
So we are not
don't blame them for
but
taking
now,
business.
Now I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming the idea of making money, but I'm blaming the method of making the money. It's different, because you can have an objective, but how you go about it is also a problem. So we cannot come 2 months after, let's say 2 or 3 months before a competition, and you are bringing in criteria, or you are bringing in criteria to qualify teams, because you want to favor a particular group of teams. So I think that it's true that I'm a Cameroonian. It's true that I would like to see Cameroon qualifying for the Nations Cup, but it's not this method. This is not the way I expected Cameroon to qualify for a Nation Cup. Not going by they will call it going to the back door. Yeah, this is going through the back door. Let's be candid.
Say repêché.
Yes, like I saw, like I saw in many newspapers today. I was looking for the meaning of the word. Thank you for, thank you for bringing. Now I think that we can do better in Africa. We can do better. You never see such a thing in European football. You never see such a thing in other continental football. I think that the idea is good, but the way of going about it is not really the best. It's true that this is the same thing that happened. I think it happened in 1 Euro that Portugal went through a type of method and they went on to win the competition. So maybe Cameroon, so going through the back door is going to act like an extra motivation for them to go through.
But you earlier on made a comment. Now I think we've already settled out on the fact that Cameroon is going to be amongst the teams that will participate. It's always very aching when you work so hard to get somewhere and then somebody just comes without necessarily putting too much work.
I think that you qualify with no stress. Exactly. Because you qualify with no work done.
It simply means a country like Nigeria, I'm sure Nigeria is the top rank in Africa and probably has a better ranking even in the world ranking. It simply means that even Nigeria did not participate in the qualifiers, they will qualify.
They qualify. That's what I saying. The objective is good. They would have gone to other criteria, like for example, number of goals scored.
Yes.
Yeah. By those who were eliminated.
They said qualifiers.
Yes. They said qualifiers. The number of goals scored. If they cannot separate the teams, they go to fair play, number of yellow cards, number of red cards. I watched the same scenario in 2015 when we had a clash between Mali and Guinea Conakry. They went on to they had to go and throw lots. They would have gone to that level if to want to be fair when it comes to qualifying. So I think that Cameroon has qualified, but deep in my heart I know that they were just giving it this by benefit of doubt.
Okay, now you made a comment when you were doing your introduction, your 5-minute introduction. Your comment was that Jean-Baptiste Bissek was sacked Njo for nothing.
Because the objective was for him to qualify the team for the Nations Cup. Now he has been sacked. Benin Cameroon has qualified. So you see they have sacked him as a friend Njo. Because the objective of your team, Cameroon has qualified. When they'll be calling the number of teams that have qualified for the Nation Cup, they are going to mention Cameroon, and that was one of the objectives that was given to Jean-Baptiste Bissek. So you see, they have sacked him for now. Cameroon has to now go to the drawing board. Cameroon has to now go to the drawing board to start looking for a coach who is going to train the team, because they are going for a Nations Cup. They are not going there for a safari trip. They are going to participate. And participating, when you are participating at the competition, you have one of the objectives to win it. It's also good.
Before we continue, just to highlight the teams who got their direct qualification for the Women's African Cup of Nations, we have the biggest African team in terms of women's football. Nobody argues about that. Nigeria. They have qualified for all the editions. I think 16 editions in total.
They have won 11 or
something.
11 of them.
We equally have South Africa, Bayana. I mean, I so much like this name, Bayana of South Africa. We have them. We have the Copa Queens of Zambia, which is equally becoming one of the rising teams in Africa.
Taking over from Cameroon.
Yes, taking over from Cameroon. I mean, if you want to do the placement, you either put Nigeria and Zambia. You put Nigeria for Zambia, South Africa, or maybe South Africa before, but I think Zambia, to me, in my opinion, Barbara Banda, Rachel Kunenanji, and others. We have Ghana, the Black Queens of Ghana. We have the Phoenix of Algeria. We have Tanzania, Burkina Faso. We have Malawi and Cape Verde. These are debutants. Malawi, that's one of the leading stars in women's football, the Chawinga sisters. And then we have Kenya and Senegal. Those are the teams that qualified directly. And then Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Mali, and
Egypt.
And Egypt. We now join them. Evans, finally, we don't have a coach.
Yes.
The WAFCON is in
the month of
March.
Month of March.
Yeah. 2026.
Let us say yeah.
About
No, not
up to a year. We have up
I
to
know
a year
it's
to
not
prepare for the
up to a year, but
competition.
let us say yeah.
We have
Go
this
next
November.
next
We
year.
have just November, December, January, February, March. So we have just about 4 months. Let me see, 4 months to prepare for this competition. there's an existing technical staff, though without the head coach.
There's a ship
That's
like,
something like that.
How should this go? Should we go back and bring Jean Baptiste? Man, just come and finish the work.
No, I won't go for that because permit me. Actually, David said.
Yeah,
the
say you will
coach-
not even go for that. Even sure that if you go, he's going to
No,
actually
I'm
come
saying,
back.
let us go. David said the coach was sacked in Joe. To me, I don't believe he was sacked in Joe. Why will I say that? Because when you are a professional coach and you have a target, you fail the first time, they leave you and give you another time frame to be able to attain that very target.
He has qualified.
And you still fail. He has qualified due to luck. It is not as if it is his effort. It is luck. We should mention it. It is because of luck. Because it is that we had to actually stand by the 12th team the way it was. We are out of this competition.
Yes,
and
no
that
doubt.
means he did not work anything. And we saw it
Hello.
in the various games.
But now
We
they are
saw
qualified.
it in Algeria. We saw it even here in Cameroon, in Douala, that we did not do anything.
Hello,
So,
but-
to me, I believe that he was sacked because he was not functioning. I mean, he does not know what it means to coach. That means to be at the helm of a women's team.
Wait,
So,
Evans,
I believe-
wait. This is a big coach show.
Yes,
Wait, let me
it's
show
a
you
big
CV now.
coach
Let
when
me
it
show.
comes
Wait,
to
calm
men.
down. Let me show you CV first.
Yes,
So in Cameroon,
yes,
only in Cameroon, he hasn't coached too much in Cameroon, but
yes. Yeah, he has won trophies. He has won titles.
yes,
Yeah, I know.
before coming,
But women.
before coming. Okay, but women.
But with men, that's what we were trying to highlight even last week. Last week we said to coach women is not the way you coach
You have
men.
to
There are a
cajole
lot of
them.
things-
You have to
exactly.
cajole
A
them.
lot
I don't know
of
if you ever happened to be with your sister and your brothers at home. The way you talk to your junior sister and the way you talk to your
to your
eh,
brothers, something else.
eh,
Even
male
your
brothers.
parents, the way they will talk to your sister
and the way they talk to you. These are two different things. We need to blend all of that. We need to blend all of that when we're coaching women, because they'll tell you, I have menstrual this, I have this, I have that, I have that. No stigma.
Okay,
to
so
the
so
women.
now, okay, yes. What's the way forward?
So I think
They maintain that technical staff, bring a new coach.
they have maintained the technical staff. Yes, that's good.
But you understand
now,
that-
But now, you know what I would say that's good because it is a procedure that was there even before Jean-Baptiste Bissek actually came. It's true that when they appointed Jean-Baptiste Bissek, they maybe like brought one or two persons, but it's still the same people that were there from the onset under the Aaron Gachu.
It's all of them together were failing. Why did they remove one person?
They have to remove one person because once you cut the head, the tail will follow. No, that's it. When you cut the head, the tail follows.
Wait. All of them. David. Where answer? David.
Yes,
where?
I'm guessing.
La.
I'm
Head-
guessing.
See,
I'm guessing.
look at the human body. One part doesn't work alone. No. The head is there, has its own thing that it's doing. The hand has its own thing that it's doing. The leg, all of them are working together.
Somebody told me one time that when a fish wants to start getting bad, it starts from the head. So
Exactly.
I think that once the head is already,
but when eventually the fish is getting bad, when
it
eventually
begins
the
from
head,
the head. But now for us to prevent the fish the fish from getting from the how they call it for him to cross
getting
the
bad.
other part of the body, let's cut off the head and let the other part.
Once the head is already off, we know that the rest of the part might be safe. We are not saying that it is going to be safe, but
Yes,
it
might be safe.
And if it's that the rest is safe, then we can move on. So just to say that we have a technical staff that is good, but now we need a competent coach. And I prefer.
oh,
we
go and look for white man.
No,
No.
we go for a local coach that knows female football. I precise on the part of female football because they will bring us a coach maybe like that had to coach maybe Cologne Sportif or maybe Babutos of Buddha that he should be coaching women. That's it. Or even maybe
Victoria United.
or I don't know some kind of coaches
Sablo Bati.
that they are mostly focused on men. Men football is not women's football. For the man, you can say, okay, give this pass here, he understands. For the woman, you need to take maybe 5 days or 6 hours to be able for her to understand. So you have to understand that we need people that know women's football. We have coaches like that. We have the Jana Stefan of how they call Leke. We have a lot of them. There are a lot of coaches that
But I
know
say-
women's football in Cameroon.
I say,
If it's that, it has to be a male.
wait, calm down. All these people here say, oh no, women's football. David, they were unable to qualify a Cameroon team. I'm not calling somebody's name. They were unable to qualify Cameroon team for Champions League, CAF Champions League. involving just teams in Central Africa where that you will not even look at you.
Let's not cross the carpet. We're talking we're talking about the female national team.
National team is different.
It's different from club. It's different.
I always
It's
take
quite-
the example that a national team is like the army. That means when I say the army, that means they represent the colors of a particular country. And if it's that you are for the national team, you act as a national team player. When you are in the club, you act as a club player. That's why when you hear
I'm under a contract.
when you hear a player like Zambo Anguissa saying,
So that is
saying,
why
the way I play for the club is not the same way I'll play for the country. But I'm not saying that you should play poorly for your country and play perfectly well for your club. But rather you should be patriotic for your country and play for your club well equally, because you'll be judged on both axes. So that's what I'm trying to say here. And if you bring a good coach that knows the mastery of all of these, he will be able to
I
take
say
us to
what
higher
if
heights.
what if they bring the coach and it happens that it was not the head of the fish that was bad. Maybe the fish started getting bad from the
From
tail.
the bottom.
We cannot
Then
revise.
the coach will identify that and demand for a new staff, because that's the coach rights too. He has his right.
Now,
to demand
thank you
for a
very
new
much.
staff.
The way this thing is done in the Western world is that when they bring a coach has his people.
Yes, that's how it is.
He has his assistants. He has his goalkeeper coach that he like. He has. But now, you don't want that old staff to be flushed off.
I won't say I don't want that the old staff should be flushed off. Why? Because we know that they already started something with the players.
Where's the team?
They are
Where's the
already
team?
friendly.
Since how many years we are not qualifying for WAFCON, World Cup, Olympic Games? You are saying they started.
When I
hosting.
say they started something, you should not forget that inside this particular team, we have equally local players that have been that means they were being groomed by this particular staff that actually prepared something with the local players. That's why I say we should not flush them off, because they are the ones that have the records of these local players that actually perform well, or maybe like they actually had to sideline them because of some international, some players that play out of the country. So I believe that if this some of these staff is actually they are actually maintained, they will bring now like propose some of these home based players that are performing well, and now the coach that when coming in, he will be able to like, okay, say I have this particular player that I've watched out there that plays well too. Let me call and then now blend all of them together and we'll have a good team. Because if it's that we have to like just scatter everything, to me, I don't believe that's the right idea. That's the good formation. Because in the Western world, it might be functioning in the Western world because that is their own tradition.
It's a
But
context.
yet, in Cameroon, we have our own tradition, and it's not as if it's the first time that we have been doing that. It is something we've been doing a long time ago. They will fire a coach, but the technical staff remains the same till a different president of a federation, or for instance, or someone, or maybe
You have not transferred the matter to the federation.
no, when I say different president of the federation, I'm just trying to bring it like, for instance, if that a different person comes in, be it the coach, be it the president of the federation.
apart from Samuel too.
Apart from it depends. That's why I say it depends on the federation. It depends on the coach. If the coach can tell the federation that I want this, and the federation validates. So far as it's not being validated, we remain like that.
Maybe the minister of sports should come in this case.
And then we'll see the
saga.
the saga that we're seeing in the mail. No, I don't
David,
think so.
David, I don't know. Ivan says we should go and bring a new coach, maintain the existing technical staff.
No, I'm not saying maintain all of them. Some of them.
Okay, maintain some of them.
Yes.
Same opinion for you.
I think that we should not scatter the entire staff.
Okay.
Because when it
Including
when
the-
it chief-
including
well,
the-
let me learn. When a ship starts sinking, and we remove the captain and we bring a new captain, it is the captain's job to first of all put the ship to safer shore. Then from there we can now see how to now look at the other people. Now, as I said, we should not discard the entire staff. It's a continuity. I think that this staff have been working for some time. I think let's just give them the opportunity to continue and to continue with how they have been doing to ensure that Cameroon performs very well at the upcoming WAFCON.
Okay. I mean, ever since you guys have been saying that, let's do. Like, I was hoping that some of you are going to propose some names. That I mean, this guy is suitable.
Yeah,
this guy
I
falls well.
proposed names. I spoke about Stefan Jana. I spoke about Dumu Mike. I spoke about even former Victorine, because she's still a coach. Former Victorine is still a coach, no matter that, and she has a lot of experience when it comes to national teams. She has been the coach of the under-17 boys. She has been a coach of a female football club in Cameroon on several occasions. So
yes.
we have coaches.
So now, looking the same players, should we still be with the same players?
For the players, for the players, it will depend now on the coach. I will say it and I'll say it again. It depends on the coach.
Which one
Only
is
the
more
coach-
likely to bring us the results that one?
Presently now we know that we cannot actually remove the Abudi Ongenes and the Shoot
Joya Ajara
completely, but rather we can equally add other names from out there. Maybe we can talk about how they call this girl now.
Is Awona?
Yes,
Awona.
we equally have Awona. We equally have this goalkeeper. Is it Katibia or Katibia and this other one that plays in Portugal? I'm just forgetting her name. So some of these players, if we bring them, I believe it will be good. But where I would love that we should actually have that particular focus should be on the defense line. We will notice that ever since Ngonomani and how do you call Estelle Johnson actually took their retirement, we have been sinking when it comes to defense. I mean, defense in our female national team, we have been sinking at that spot. But I believe that if we bring in like defenders, these fresh defenders that actually know what it means to defend, to play defensive play, will actually cross the line. Yes.
So what should we be doing? 4 or 5 months we are away from the competition. David, this one goes to you. 4 or 5 months we are. I mean, what's the what time limit do you propose that the federation should ensure that we have a head coach so that this coach can come and start doing what he needs to do?
We have a very important ceremony tomorrow that we have to allow it pass first.
Okay.
I think that when the big man who must have given his feel the route, as we say, then now other things cannot take it. We have to play the Cup of Cameroon finals. That's another very important thing that we're leaving out. I think that let us I think before the month of November goes to by mid, or let's say before it goes to an end, we should have a coach who should be able to rally these girls and present his vision and see how they can prepare for this, because we are just barely 4 months away from the competition, and now it also serves as a qualifier for the World Cup, which is also very important for Cameroon to at least finish the third place to go for the World Cup. I think that before the month of November runs to an end, we should have a coach. Maybe the coach now comes and shares his vision and see how the players that he's going to maintain, the players that he's going to kick out, and see how to bring in local players. The league also has to start. The female league also has to begin to ensure that we see these players, so put them in the mood of playing to ensure that they can do well during the AFCON competition.
Okay, we would have this breather, a very short break. Once we come back, we'll transit straight to talk about the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, who on their path just a couple of days away from their game against the Democratic Republic of Congo, a game which is going to account for the CAF playoffs, the semi-finals to be precise.
I think it is a fair group, given that Cameroon has played with Côte d'Ivoire 5 times and have won 3, Côte d'Ivoire winning 2. I think the historicity between these two countries is what many Cameroons are going to be seeing.
It's going to be a regional derby. It's always going to be a hotly contested game. We all know the tussle for supremacy in this sub-region. Gabon, just like Equatorial Guinea, Central Africa, Congo, they want to always prove that they have come of age, they have made progress, and they can show that they are better than Cameroon.
le continent contre la Côte d'Ivoire. The Elephants against the Indomitable Lions. Everyone is looking forward to that exciting fixture. The group has been drawn, and to me, it's very fair. So it's going to be a battle between Coach Mark Breeze of Cameroon, Coach MS Faye of Ivory Coast, Coach Chiquino Konde of Mozambique, and then Coach Thierry Uyuma of Gabon.
We are back. The program is Sports Our Reality.4FM. It comes up every Wednesdays, and we are about to get into men's football. The Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, who are set to go up against the Democratic Republic of Congo a couple of days from today. The set game is very, very crucial to determining if Cameroon stands a chance of dreaming for a spot at the next edition of the World Cup, 2026 World Cup, of course. Evans, the Democratic Republic of Congo. The news now in the media is that the Democratic Republic of Congo is looking more ready and determined than Cameroon. And the pretext they are using is the fact that the head coach has already made known his list.
Yes. Yes, I was actually one of those that was shocked that the DR Congo had already made their list public even before any other of those three nations that are going to be participating in this particular playoff. So I think he's just like trying to prepare his players psychologically wherever they are, that you should know that we have a crucial game that we need to win, and that is a must win to be able to have a spot at the World Cup. And the Democratic Republic of Congo that equally had a lot. I mean, the manner in which they were being booted out of this particular competition did not favor them and even their supporters, because I remember the game against is it Ghana or Senegal, whereby they were actually leading 3 goals, then they cut them up, and then finally 2 goals, and then they beat them again in their own field. So I think they want to have a clearer face and a brighter face.
David, we don't yet have our own list of players who are set to represent Cameroon against the Democratic Republic of Congo. Does that sound problematic to you?
No, we are just we are still 10 days away from the competition, from the games. I think that is not yet late for us to have our release. If you look at the other teams, if you look at the other teams like Nigeria, Gabon, they have not yet made their list known. So it's not. I think it's not a problem. Even Cameroon wants to bring out a list today. It's not good. The list is not going to be too different from the ones that we have been seeing. Maybe 1 or 2 names can come in, or 1 or 2 will leave, and it will not be so different from what they had during the last game. But coming back to what my brother was saying, the way Democratic Republic of Congo left this competition, I think that it was not really the best. It was not really the best, because they were looking so good. They were looking very clinical. They were looking so sharp, but at the leak of time, they were caught by Senegal. But nevertheless, as I said, it's not late for Cameroon to bring in the list. I think that maybe 2 or 3 days from now, we're going to have the list. It's going to be a very crucial game, because if Cameroon does not qualify for this World Cup, it's going to be a big blow for us. Yeah. But hopefully Cameroon is also going to go through the white carpet like like their sisters went through. But it's going to be a very, very difficult task for Cameroon.
Indeed, it's going to be a difficult task. Evans, when eventually the list comes out, I know that the players, it's just I think it's just at our own level that we don't know the players who are to be summoned. But I think that the process, the summons have already been sent to the players who will eventually be there. So I think that the players already know that they have to represent the team during the next window that's going to burst out. And it's just left. I think the entire issue about publishing the list is just for maybe the media to know that these are the players who have been called for Cameroonians and so on. So to know. You feel like this is a strategy to kind of restrain or the Democratic Republic of Congo, because when you put out your list,
it's like you're actually trying to show how that you should focus on these players. Yeah, to an extent I can say it is a strategy, but to another extent I can say it is just something that many of us we are not expecting, because Mark Breeze, first of all, or should I put in a general context, if you go by even the former coaches, you'll notice that Cameroon, we don't always publish our list as early as possible as compared to other nations. I mean, even with Rigobert Song, it was the same issue. Even with Conceição, I think was the same issue. And I think this is because maybe like the federation feels that if the list is made public so early, it's going to be reviewing some of their strategies, as you said, and at the same time too, maybe some of the players have not confirmed. So that if it has been confirmed in their clubs, they will now have the laxity to tell the coach that okay, we have received confirmation from this. And if it's not the case, the coach still has time to be able to adjust one or two things. And equally for precautive measures, for instance, if you take the case of maybe like the Paris Saint-Germain game of yesterday, you saw Hakimi getting injured, and
that's probably a bye to the upcoming AFCON.
Exactly. So to be able to avoid such circumstances, so that if it's that this maybe your favorite player, the player that you actually want to count on, is injured and in the list, you know that you have time to adjust, to look for a better replacement for that particular player at that particular position. So I would say to an extent, yes, it's a strategy, and to another extent, no.
So what players are you expecting to be in this list?
Of course, I will go for maybe like the previous list that Mark Breeze actually
the same exact list, no substitutions.
Not really the same exact list, but when I say the previous list, because I know there are some few adjustments that can be made. Presently now we have some players that are actually blooming. I mean, they are really shining. Aside from the Zamba Anguissas and the Brian Bomos, I mean the big names, the big guns in this list. I think it is fair to say maybe we can call this other guy. I'm just forgetting his name. He plays in the Greek. Is it Atemenge? Yes, Atemenge, for that particular midfield, because of recent I actually followed his games with the Israeli championship and equally the cup. He actually did great in the midfield. So I believe if we have him by our side, maybe he can be a good substitute. For instance, if maybe like Carlos Baleba is not in good shape, like what we saw last time, or maybe Martin Onla that is not equally playing, he does not have any playing time in his club, or maybe Zamba Anguissa. So I believe we can bring him up. We equally have some good players too in our elite, even though the championship has not begun. But I believe this guy, Captain Henry, how they call him, from Cologne Sportif.
To make Randy.
Yes, Randy, Captain Randy. He's equally stiff in the midfield, because if you look at the game against Algiers, I mean
MS Algiers.
Yes, Algiers. You notice that
MC Algiers.
MC Algiers. You notice that he was very stiff both in the away and the in the home and away encounter, and he equally picked up an injury, but we received information that the injury was not really that fatal. So I believe those are good names.
So you want us to gamble bringing locals into the team?
Yes, we should bring in locals in the team. Not that crucial moment, but we need a reinforcement. I have noticed that our midfield is linking. I believe Mark Breeze have found a solution to the defensive line. I mean, taking Nuutolo from the left back to a defensive DC, we saw how it paid off.
But are you sure he would want to stick to that, because you understand the circumstances under which he did that? Yes. We had Ngando was injured.
Yes, Ngando was injured, but
not injured. He had a yellow card, accumulated cards.
But if now we know that Ngando is going to be there, and if you have two vital players, I mean key players that are actually strong-footed in the defense, it's better than having a left back and right backs that putting them left back and right back whereby they will not actually play their game that fluently. We know that Nuutolo is someone that we usually call him the fighter. That means he has that zeal to always
like the
defend.
Fire Collins.
Exactly, hold the players. And in his position, we equally have Dali Youngwa that is doing perfectly well. We have Nagi that is doing perfectly well. I mean, we have a lot of players that are doing well out there. But now it would depend now on the coach, on the formation he wants to put in. But I would propose that he should not actually focus too much on the defensive line, but rather focus on the midfield, because that is where we have serious problems. Even with Cabo Verde, we saw that the goal that we conceded, that one goal that cost us our qualification, came from the midfield right up to our own net. So you see that the midfield is really a problem.
Royal FM.
Yellow, avec Momo Helep, emprunte jusqu'à 100 000 francs pour effectuer tes transactions et rembourse plus tard. Souscris au étoile 126, étoile 61 dièse.
Yeah, David, so I'll take the same question back to you. I think you've been listening to Evans all along. The issue now, the speculation now is which player should be called. Should we maintain this exact list? Are there some players who were there last time that should not be called up this time? What do you think?
I think that the list should not be different.
The same thing.
It should not be different. I'm not saying that
it should not be different,
but
it should not be the same.
It should not be. It should not be. It should not be too different. It should not be a complete.
It should not be
total.
too different. It should not be too the same.
Please allow me to.
What are you
allow me to. I'm saying that the list should not. The list should not be different. It should not be. Let's say it should, the difference should not be really.
That much.
Not much. But now it depends how we use the players, because don't call Choupo-Moting that you are not going to use him. Don't call Danny Namaso that you know use him very well. Don't call what's his name? This guy that plays for Abubakar, that you are not going to use him at the right time. I think that the list should be evolve around what we had in the previous.
Now that I even mentioned Abubakar, I mean, Mark Breeze has always loved to call the guy when he didn't have a club. Now he has a club and he's even a hot player there now. He should be counted about five goals.
Where is he playing? Where is he playing?
That's the question that I asked
Where is he playing?
He's playing where? In Ajax the Ban. And that very Ajax the Ban, his club is not even first. His club is not first on the ranking table, and minus that,
he joined the club just now. He want him to carry the team and put at the top.
For instance, let us say he'll play against second-class players. I'm not saying I'm insulting players, but he'll play against second-class players. When
please withdraw. Ivan, please withdraw that one. You cannot call a player a second-class player.
No, when I say
it's disrespect to the player or disrespect to the league. Let's not call it. It's better we say a low league, not a second class, because nobody is a second class human being.
Okay, I withdraw the word. But we should not be giving him praises at this point in time, because he is just new. Every club, you should know.
I'm not refusing the fact that
Versa Obaka goes in there. The first 5 games he scores, he is top goal scorer. Then after that he falls like.
So he's now playing the
so that's what you're wishing for. You're wishing to
no,
happen now.
that's what statistics are.
I'm just wondering, because
that's what I'm wishing, because I'm happy to have Versa Obaka in the national team, because he will tell everybody about his experience. He will show his experience to other younger ones, and then we'll have a continuity. But now it is, how are they going to be using him? Are they going to be using him as a veteran, whereby he can enter maybe like in the last 70 or maybe 60 minutes, or he's going to play full time? And we don't want an Abubakar that is going to play full time, that will not give us the goals that we need to qualify.
I think that I was saying that the list should not be different, but let's use the players accordingly. Choupo-Moting should be a starter. Danny Namaso should be played as a number 10 or as a winger, not playing Danny Namaso as a midfielder. Because he does so well when he plays as a number 10. He's able to control the game, control the tempo of the game. Danny Namaso, particularly in this team, I think it's Oreda he plays for in France. Auxerre. Let's use him very well. Baleba should sit up. The Manchester United saga is over. He should sit up, because it's like the issue of him not going to Manchester United is weighing down on him. Because if you look at his past games, even at the league, at the Premier League, he has not been doing so well. I think that he should come over that and perform very well. The Baleba that we saw the first 3 games for the national team, the first 3 games, he was excellent. He was like, we saw the lead. We saw the we saw the late
People sang his
we
song.
saw the late
I heard the song.
we saw the late Mark Van Fleet in him, like the bulldozer of the midfield.
That's why he gave him the 17 shirt.
He came and eased the work for Samuel Angesa, who was playing a very free role but now he has gone back to his slumber. Now he has to sit up and let's see the Carlos Baleba that we know, because right now, let me just give you a confidence. Manchester United has reactivated signing him. I think the money now stands at £90 million. But I think that let's not let him come away from there and play football. Not focusing on what is happening.
These United people always look for a way.
No, wait.
That's something I want to reach there. Yeah, nobody's. Yeah,
I don't know what I can say, because to me it is rather an honor to have a Cameroonian playing in Europe. But if it's that he has to actually be a deficit to his performance, I don't think it's I don't know. It would be rather be a shame. To me, that's what I just.
I think that was the same Carlos Baleba is second with Manchester United, because he was dreaming to play for Manchester United. You can imagine that you had this dream as a player, as a very young player. He's just 21, 22. He's just 21. If my memory is not failing, you are dreaming to play for a very big, one of the biggest club in England, and the contract does not go through. I think it's going to weigh on you. But now he has to come up from that and perform. You know that he has a career ahead of him. He might not only play for Manchester United, but maybe not now, maybe in the future, or other times to come.
Okay.
It's never too late.
So nobody has said any player from the previous list that should not be called this time around. Evans, look at one of the most competitive parts we have in our national team is the left back position.
Yeah, the left back.
Nuhutolo, Muhammadu Nagida, who has, I don't know to say if he has already sealed his position there. Darling Yongwa, who is
back into fire.
Mark Bridge is not seeing him.
No, I won't say Mark Bridge is not seeing him. I just,
the same club with Avom?
Yes, at Avom. I just believe maybe like he's not into Mark Bridge's plans for now. That's what I just think.
But now the problem is now I followed the program. I followed an analyst, and he was like, Baleba has reached a level where he needs to be benched.
Yeah.
And the national team.
Yes.
He's been benched in Brighton. But now he was justifying that the reason why Baleba is not being benched is because there's almost nobody
exactly in the midfield position, and that's why.
But now he made a point. He made the point that Nagida can function as a 6. I mean, if you look at the way what he's doing there at the left back, he can function as a 6. Besides, he started off as a 6 before eventually drifting to
a left back.
Probably because his justifications. Nagida as a left back is good. He's good defensive wise. He has this defensive subconsciousness.
Prowess.
He has he can drive forward with the ball, like he can drive with the ball. But then lacks one of the most important qualities of a fullback, which is, those lofted those crosses, what they call cut back.
Yes, lofted crosses.
And so, which means that he's better off in that position. Which means that they should probably bring Yongwa.
No, the thing is that changing Nagida's.
I don't know if you like it that Yongwa so much.
Actually, changing Nagida's role to me is rather too sudden. It's too sudden because in his club he plays as a left back. And
aside from even wanting to switch off Nagida, there is Brice Abina.
Yes, I'm not actually for Abina. I'm not actually been following his game, so I cannot really say much about him. But for Nagida, I precise changing Nagida's role from a left back to a 10 or to a defensive midfielder, say a 6. It will be somehow contradictory to his style, because he is still young. He has that energy. So I prefer he remains as a left back rather than as a defensive midfielder. We have other players that can play perfectly well in that defensive midfield position. Even Castileto, to shock you, can play as a defensive midfielder.
I think that Conceição used him in one of the games.
Exactly.
I think
And
the
he
game
played well.
Is this so? Well, the game we play against Gambia. I think it was Gambia in
Yes.
2022.
So you see that it's possible. I prefer that they bring experience, someone that knows that, because playing as a defensive midfielder, that means you need to pick. I mean, to cut all balls that are going to be circulating in the midfield. You are the one, they call you the destroyer, the one that gets the ball and
you play the dirty job.
Exactly. Fix it for the rest of the team. And if we have someone like Nagida, who to me, I believe Nagida is not really that. He does not have that strength like Baleba. When you see him holding the ball, I mean the first Baleba, not the Baleba now. When you see him manipulating the ball.
What if Baleba would have gone to Manchester United? Would it have been a better player?
That is a story for another day. Presently now, I believe Nagida does not have that force, that power, that to actually carry the ball for control the ball in the midfield, because as a left back, you have one focus: take the ball from backward to forward, and it ends there. But a defensive midfielder has a lot of options. He can actually take the ball either to the left, to the right, forward, or even backward. It depends on him, but he needs to take the best decision, and I don't see Nagida taking the best decision in that position. That's why I propose someone like captain of Cologne Sporting of Jaralovo, because I've seen his games and I've seen him doing such work, and he's equally very physical, and he has the height to be able to push the ball forward.
Okay, Evans, I've got you. But now he's talking of I don't know. I'm not against bringing the Cologne Sportive guy, but you equally look at the age factor, right?
and the weight.
If it was age factor, why is Vesal Baka still in that team, please?
Oh, sorry.
They want him to break
sorry for going that way. Sorry for going that way.
They want him to break a particular record.
It's not as if me I'm the head coach of the team.
They want him to break a particular record. Let's not go away from that. They want Vincent Abubakar to break a record. That's why they always.
The records are meant to be broken,
but not by him. And that person to break a record, not by Vincent Abubakar. Yes, Brian, I'm getting you.
Una don't confuse me. Okay, now, so during this last list, I was asking questions. People. During this last game that we played, Christopher Wu and Enzo Boyomo were not there. It's almost like what happened one time ago with
Omar Gonzalez.
No, with Jay Clinton and Harold Mukundi. I don't know if it's the same thing that happened this time. But the one time that these guys missed some penalty.
We can say so. We can say yes. At the same time, we can say no. I just think.
And then we never saw them again.
I just think Magris is just trying all axes.
Was the punishment now? Wait, should we allow them to come?
Everyone in the national, everyone has his position.
No, it was never for you, David. Enzo Boyomo and Christopher Wu. I was saying I don't know whether it's the same thing that drove Jay Clinton and Harold.
I think that after that game, Jay Clinton have been called to the team. I think he made his return one of the friendlies, but now he has not been part of the game. I think for quite a long time now.
Okay, so should we bring back these guys? A lot of people have blamed them. Blame them that they are the ones who got us to this place.
I think that let's be candid. We use players based on their form, or the form which they are. If you look at Boyomo now, I don't think that he can come in and fit like the Mike Ngade or like the Castelletto. We can use Castelletto, as my brother was saying, in several roles.
Yeah,
we can use him in left back. We can use him. But now let me come back to the question. These players, when they are not in the best of the form right now. If you look at even where Christopher was playing, I think I think he's no longer playing. He's not playing in Russia. I think that we cannot use them. Let's use players because we need the best in this game. We cannot take the risk of losing. But now let's use players that are in the best of their forms. We can use No Tolo. He's doing so well. He's doing so well at his club side in USA. Let's use the likes of Castelletto, who is doing one that I think is playing for the Qatari side. I think that we should use players that are in the best of their form, and for us to get the job done and go for the World Cup.
It's not a test match.
It's not a trial game.
All those trial games are over. Now we are in serious business.
One player will come and win.
We are gone.
We lose, we are gone. We are playing away.
Our playing far away. Don't say away. Far away from the Amado Ajo Stadium.
But is that a problem?
It's a big problem. It's a big problem because when you have to make an analysis of McBreezy's victories away, the only victory that he had away was in Uganda. I think.
No, he has won two games. He has won 2 games away from home. He won a game against Kenya 1-0 where your brother Eno Ball scored the free kick.
That's what
I also won
Uganda,
the game.
Right?
It was against Kenya. Then I won the game against.
No, in Uganda.
Yes.
In Uganda.
Yes.
Then now the one of the Morocco tournament in.
No. He has won the game against the Mauritius Island. I think it was in Mauritius Island. Yes. He won away from home.
Mauritius Island. Yes, in Mauritius. But even still, 3 victories out of there are 3 victories. 3 victories out of how many games played. I mean, 3 away victories out of how many games away. You will notice that the performance to me is poor. It's poor for me. But for the home victories, I am d'accord. He is one of the best. But when it comes to away games, he really needs to work on his away victories. If not, we will suffer. I'm serious.
So now I'll take you back. I equally want to get your views. Boyomo, Christopher O. Should we bring guys back?
Yeah, to me, for Boyomo, I think Boyomo presently now he is actually doing well with Osasuna.
That is always a problem.
He's doing well with Osasuna, but now when he comes, there's equally a formality, a way of putting him. If you notice very well in Osasuna, he's a defender, quite alright, but he does not play on the right side of the defense. He is rather on the left. But when he comes to Cameroon, they put him. He's been placed on the right side, and to me, I believe that's equally another problem because maybe
it's not the same thing. They are almost in the same place.
It's not the same thing.
It's different.
Positioning in football is very important. You can bring, for instance, let me take the case of maybe like Lionel Messi, for instance. He's a lefter. Why did you not put him on the left angle of left flank when he was still hot in Barcelona? Why did you not put him there? They put him rather on the right flank. Why? Because they know that since he's a lefter, it will be easier for him to cut across the defense and score a curler. You see, but with the left leg, it will be difficult. He will be forced now to kick with his right leg. You see, so that's the same thing with defense. Once you are placed on the other flank, the right side, and whereas you are a lefter, for instance, it's difficult for you to actually clear the ball with your left leg because you'll be scared that maybe while trying to clear it, you
might miscue it.
Exactly, missed or even maybe send it inside a post. So,
like what?
That's what I'm trying to make you to understand here. He should be placed. They should put him the way he's being. They should put him the conditions that the way he is being placed in his club, and that's the same thing with the issue we had with Zambo and Gisa. When he was here, they were forcing him to play defensive midfield. But once Carlos Balba came, he was now that free person like in Napoli, and we saw his game. That's why it is. We should put the players in the conditions in which they are being played in the.
I don't know why. I don't know if you have a particular attachment to Boyomo. If you look at Boyomo, no, I'm talking to you because you're always insisting on it.
No. I was just asking because guy was not present during the last league, and he was looking more obvious than ever that is probably the same thing that put out the other guys that put them out as well. So that
and Teke, Teke, and the others.
So that's why I was asking.
No, because let's look at there was one time that
if you want to ask me personally,
Aaron Bukuze was one time placed in the list, but just because of some technicalities, and he was taken off because of guarding. So I think that they still have their space in the national team. Even Jake Clinton. Yes. If Jake Clinton comes back to the Jake Clinton that we knew in 2015, 2014, 2000,
that was very hot with Choupo-Moting.
And see, I'm saying Jake Clinton. When Jake Clinton came to the national team for the very first time, it was a hot kick. But now he has now lost. As soon as when he comes back to the normal form that we know him, as soon as he's placed in the national, he's still 31 years old. It shows that there's somebody in the national team that is who is a 34-year-old officially, but if you look at him,
less goals.
What are you talking about?
We
Who is that?
we keep that story for another day, Brian. Let's focus on the defenders.
Okay, so this competition does not only involve the Democratic Republic of Congo, equally as another pair, Gabon, I think, for Nigeria. We are set to face off the winner there. The papers will tell you that Nigeria is going to win that game.
Of course.
So if somehow maybe we win DR Congo, we are meeting Nigeria again.
Yes, we are going to meet Nigeria, and it will not be for the first time. It will not be for the second time.
We may.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm just putting. I'm continuing with your analysis. So if it's that we are supposed to meet Nigeria, it will not be for the first time. It will not be for the second time. It will not be for the third time. No, for the fifth time. We have had to play Nigeria countless times, and majority of the times you notice that Cameroon beats Nigeria. It's true of recent, Nigeria has been beating Cameroon left and right. But this particular competition, I say, and I say it again, if we are well placed, we have a good coach, we have someone who reflects on the formation.
We have a good coach.
Let me finish. Brings in good players, brings in good formation, plays with good players, and brings in all the morale and everything. I believe we're going to beat Nigeria.
Okay, now that I have learned it. You said something about if we have a good coach.
I say it because to me, I won't say Maguire is a bad coach, but I just believe.
So in your head, you're already thinking like the guy should be taken off.
We are just waiting to see the bad news, then you will know the next solution. That's all what I can tell you. I will not tell you that.
Are you part of the church or you are an owl? Because let's be clear.
I don't want to say I'm part of the church. I don't want to say I'm an owl. But
let's know the people who are dealing with.
Presently now, we are in a situation whereby we are in a situation whereby we are one. But should the worst come to the worst, he will follow the road of Jean-Baptiste Bissek. Let us be clear.
No. What for? We are less than 50 days to the African Cup of Nations.
It's not. I think that let's not go into anything. We have a game at hand. We have against DR Congo. Let us focus on the game. The other things happening at the background. My brother Mark Waits is not. I don't want to say he's a bad coach. It's not. It's not that bad. Maybe the environment that is working right now is not probably the best because we're not seeing the best out of him because of the environment that is working. I think that let's just give him some time. Let's create the necessary environment for him to work. I think that we're going to enjoy Mark Waits. Coming to what we were saying, I think Nigeria, looking at recent, Nigeria has always been tossing us left and right. They won us. They defeated us. I think during the AFCON at Cote d'Ivoire. Yes. They won us one of the games. I think one of the friendlies that we played. They won us. They have been beating us. They won us at the quarter round of 16. I think the AFCON in Egypt. Yeah. I think that we have been losing to Nigeria on quite a number of occasions right now. But now, look at the history between Cameroon and Nigeria. When it comes to the games that really matter, for example, the semi-finals, the finals, Cameroon has always triumphed over Nigeria. I think that's going to be the same case. We are going to use our boys. Our boys are going to play for the country. They are going to play with their hearts and bring the necessary result for us.
So I read an article where it says these playoffs Cameroon is going to play probably may be a blessing for Cameroon's AFCON campaign. In the sense that's an opportunity for.
Yeah, it's going to be a blessing because we are. The playoff is going to be in Morocco, and we all know what Morocco is. Morocco is the venue for the male 2025 AFCON. So, play in Morocco before coming back again to Morocco, I think they'll have that time to actually acclimatize again because the last time they actually played. I think it was Morocco Open, something like that week. Yeah, so they actually played a good number of friendlies, 2 friendlies if I'm not mistaken, in Morocco. So coming again to Morocco to play again another game, so I think will actually help them boost their morale. Now they will know maybe the terrain in which they are and how to actually behave once now the competition of the AFCON kicks off proper.
Let's have this very short break that will come in to conclude this and of course move into the UEFA Champions League.
Alexander-Arnold, that's a belting ball, and here's Sal.
you know, Cameroonian, we have all the sizes. If we put seriousness, like from here to there, I look the difference between our sportmen, individual skills. Look at how small we are, but we are able to challenge people who are twice bigger than we are. Not to insult anyone, they do it for the love, because there's no money. So much more as they love the game, but it comes a time, a guy says, but I've given 3 years here. What have I gotten?
Only the federation cannot like support all that by themselves. And this will attract like big money, businesses, I don't know. And when you talk about where basketball is a profession, you only talk about US and France or South Africa. Even just close there in Rwanda. In Rwanda, guys are actually living off basketball.
We had a plan already before coming here against all the teams we were supposed to play here. Against South Africa, against Madagascar. It's unfortunate that couldn't get the win at the end, but that's what rugby is about. So now we have a plan also set for Kenya. We are just going to continue in what we already started. We need to have a medal. Finish on the podium here will be something very good for us. So that's what we are going to look for. We just need to keep continuing participating in this kind of tournament. I believe that if we continue playing this kind of tournament, perhaps for 5 years, we'll be able to do something good.
Keep on with that same solid spirit. There should not be like Manchester United. Sorry for taking us out of Africa. They now win 1 and lost 4. They should keep on with that spirit. And congratulations to Samuel Jofito.
Does Young Sport Academy still have hope? Because currently they are the last team.
Young Sport Academy, I don't see them happy. I'm not sure if they will remain in the league without going down for second division. But I think things can stick around for them. And I pray that things turn around for them.
Remember in 2022, things were a little tough. That's why I had to switch from France to Portugal. At one point I had to get to the Minister of Sports and Physical Education, Mr. Mwedekambi. After discussing with him, he was like, okay, you can be a good chance of medal for Cameroon. So the states gave me like some funds that were very beneficial for my preparation. He signed the document, but after some time, the payment wasn't really done. It was taking so much time and I had to call him. I remember he called one of his directors, I think in charge of finance, that I had to talk with him for them to be able to do everything possible for me to receive.
Olembe Japuma Bandina. All our fields, competition and as far as fields of training are kept in very good state. Garwa, I want to say that the coordinator of Garwa is doing a very great job. It's not just Garwa, but we say a big thank you to all our coordinators.
Royal FM.
The time is 4 p.m.
Orange Money, we love it. From now on, benefits from 0% transfer charges and just 1% withdrawal charges everywhere on Max 8. Orange Money.
So before we close our events, Andrew Nana, Trabzon Sports reporting an ankle injury.
Okay. Let us. I don't know. We have goalkeepers. I don't want to call names and then finally will be that. Oh, it is that he is not fit. He does not have a club. He does not have that. He does not have this. We have
you mean Simon Omosola and Gapa Chuebu?
We have goalkeepers.
You pronounce that name, please?
Gapa Dumbu. Anyways, we have goalkeepers.
We
have enough goalkeepers.
We have a problem with the goalkeeping position in Cameroon.
We have enough. Even if it means calling back Fabrice Ondua, we have goalkeepers. Even if it means calling Epasi, we have goalkeepers.
Epasi or Epasi?
Epasi.
Okay, we'll leave that there. Cameroon versus Democratic Republic of Congo a couple of days from today, 10 days exactly from today. Should they win the game against the Democratic Republic of Congo, they'll move on to face off against the winner between Nigeria and Gabon. So 2 semi-final pairs. The aim of this mini tournament is to get one team that will stand for Africa as the Interconfederations playoffs, which is going to decide two teams that will qualify for the next edition of the World Cup, 2026 World Cup. So the Indomitable Lionesses stand a chance to qualify, but then before standing their chance or before dreaming of that chance, first they need to beat the Democratic Republic of Congo, and then eventually see how to win the next game, which is going to be the final in the CAF zone. Aside from that event, I want us to talk a little bit about the UEFA Champions League match day 4. Match day 4 continues today. About 7 games actually we have.
Is it 7 or 9? I think it's 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games. So I have 9 games. I think the big game is City Dortmund.
Yes, that's the focus. Put it that way, the focus.
What about Barcelona? I heard that all those
No,
I heard that all those who are supporting Liverpool also automatically support Barcelona.
I won't really say that.
Oh Brian, am I saying?
I don't know why you're talking
no,
about.
I won't really say that because I, for one, I support Barcelona, but I don't support Liverpool.
You don't support Liverpool.
Rather, I support Manchester City.
Okay.
No. You support Liverpool to beat Real Madrid when they play against.
Normally, I'm a Barcelona fan. A Barcelona fan will always support Barcelona and Real Madrid. They are rivals, hard-hit rivals. Not what we see in France. What we see in France is just, I think, for babies.
Between Paris and Marseille.
Paris and Marseille.
That's not
classical. When they talk classical, that means you are capable of abandoning what you are about to do just to go and watch El Clasico. That's what we call rivalry.
Man City, Dortmund. Dortmund, I think, was unbeaten in the Bundesliga until they met with Bayern,
and finally they fell to the power.
So going up against the Manchester City, who of course to you,
presently now to me is Manchester City that is favorite. Favorite to win that game. But when we look at the statistics, Manchester City in the Premier League, at one point in time they were good. Then after
they are kind of like
fell
on
back. Yes, on and off. I would say it is a goal on both ages, but I believe I think it's Dortmund that is receiving, if I'm not mistaken. It's City that is receiving rather. So I think City will do everything to be able to win that game. But Dortmund on the side, they want to equally show Manchester City that it's not because Bayern beat us that's why I think we have lost form.
Okay, before we even continue with today's fixtures, a little bit flashback to yesterday's game. Yesterday was a good day, I think. I don't know why people are laughing.
Yesterday was a good day.
It was a good
That's why we're laughing.
I'm saying it was a good day because I think all the big teams won their games.
No, not all the big teams. Not all the big teams. Don't say that. Because the champions of Europe do not want. The two champions.
They were playing a big team. The team who won them is a big team. I said almost all the big teams won.
I said the two champions of Europe did not win.
Okay.
Two champions of Europe.
I want to believe
15 times, and another age. The club that always sings 15 times fell.
No.
And another age, the club that sang that they are the new kings of Europe fell too.
And at home.
At home.
Evans. Tottenham Hotspur, FC Copenhagen 4-0. Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain 2-1 in favor of Bayern. Olympiacos 1, PSV Eindhoven 1. Liverpool, the Reds 1 goal against Los Blancos. Real Madrid 1-0. Juventus Sporting CP 1-0 draw. AS Monaco 1-0 against Bodo Glimt. Atletico Madrid 3-1 against Union Saints. Slava Prague, we lost 0-3 against Arsenal. Napoli and Frankfurt DT 0-0 draw. Sporting CP wiped off Marseille 2-1. Was that a fixture yesterday? That was
that's
for
an
Man. Yeah. So Now, I think there are some shocking results. I presume. Which ones to you were shocking, David?
Like the game Liverpool against Real Madrid.
Also, in your head, Madrid was supposed to win the game.
No, let me learn. Allow me to learn because I didn't expect Real Madrid to lose the game. It should have been playing at Anfield. Looking at the form that Real Madrid scored, they beat Barcelona. During the last Clasico 2-1, I was expecting at least to pick up a draw. Because if you look at the game, it was just because Courtois was at the top of his game yesterday. If not, Liverpool would have whitewashed Real Madrid almost by 4 or 5 goals. I think that
like 9-0 even.
No.
Secondly, the game that shocked me yesterday, the game Paris Saint-Germain Bayern Munich. We had a lot of noise going around. Paris Saint-Germain said now it's Paris, you cannot beat us at home. But we saw a very clinical Bayern Munich side that has won 16 games in a row. I think that they are looking so sharp. They are looking so dangerous anytime they play. Because if you look at it yesterday, they didn't really play, but they were so clinical. They didn't really play the game that they used to play in the Bundesliga, but they were so clinical yesterday. Having 2 chances, concretizing them, benefiting from the defensive error Marquinhos and the right, and they finish the game up. I just feel so sorry for my African brother Hakimi, who had an injury today. I saw him shedding tears. Maybe that's him saying bye to the African Cup of Nations.
Evans, the biggest games were, they put 2 big games at the goal. First of all, are you satisfied with the programming? Because it's very obvious that probably you were not opportune, though there was almost no way for you to enjoy the 2 games at a go. It is true that technology has made it such that you can maybe pretend to watch the 2 at once, but
the focus will actually be on one.
So now the programming isn't it problematic? You take 2 top fixtures the same time, the same day.
Rather, I don't think it's problematic because now in the Premier League we are used to that. When it comes to boxing,
statistics are indicating that Liverpool Real Madrid game has the highest views.
Yes, has the highest views, but it's not the first time. That's why I would say in the Premier League we have what we call Boxing Day, and on Boxing Day you have big matches, games played at the same time, at the same hour, at the same moment.
No, that's Premier League. Now we are in Champions League.
Those are big games.
For instance,
you don't tell me that maybe for instance you'll be watching maybe a game.
Somebody like me.
Against Arsenal at the same time Liverpool is playing against Manchester City. You see, those are 2 constructed games at the same time, and you have to follow them.
This is the point.
So I don't think the
Champions League unites fans from all leagues. For instance, somebody like me, if ever I'm opportune to watch, I watch just the Premier League. If I want to extend, I'll watch La Liga. But I really do not watch La Liga. There are people who watch La Liga and don't watch Premier League. There are people who watch the Serie A
and don't watch the
so now leagues. Champions League is an opportunity for all these guys to gather once in a while. And so when you divide people's attention, that was a game a lot of people were looking out to. Liverpool, Real Madrid. Report statistics indicated that this season and maybe across other seasons it is the most viewed. It had a lot of views. And then you divide attention, you go and put the game.
No, but actually, I don't think it should be something problematic because it's something that's always been there. Even when it was still the group stage formalities, the group stage saga, you'll notice that in a particular day, for instance, in a particular group, you will have games that will be played at the same time, and they are actually big games for that. For instance, let me say Napoli.
So which one were you watching?
For me presently, I was actually following the game Real Madrid against.
You were so much interested in their downfall.
Normally, we need to be happy of the downfall because they like to. In fact, that's another story. But I was interested in that game first of all, not really because of the downfall of Real Madrid, but rather because I wanted to really see what Liverpool would do against the best when it comes to European. The Champions League, the best, because that's how they call themselves. They are the best. So I wanted to see what they would do, and it was a Liverpool that was actually thinking.
When was the last time Barcelona won the Champions League?
That is a very, very very, very far question. But
no, let's when was the last time Barcelona
we are not
won
talking about Barcelona yet.
a Champions League?
We are not talking about Barcelona.
You are praying for the downfall. You are playing for the downfall of a team.
We are rivals. But we are
You
not
don't.
talking
You
about
fail to know that.
Barcelona
You fail to know that. You fail to know that last time that Barcelona won a Champions League was in 2015. That's about 10 years ago.
And we don't want to win in a formality whereby there is cheating, there is the ups and downs, and we don't want. So we like things that are clear.
So what I'm trying to say, so
allow the assumptions for the listeners, please. So as I was saying, we are not talking about Barcelona here. We are talking about Real Madrid against, Liverpool against Real Madrid.
We can never talk about Real Madrid without bringing Barcelona into the picture.
No,
because
we can.
You are telling me that you wanted the downfall of Real Madrid because you want because you are a fan of
Barcelona is playing to Real Madrid fans. Okay, want our downfall.
That's what I'm saying.
Something normal.
That's what I'm saying that you are
not putting hearts. We are talking about a game that was being played yesterday, and we saw the statistics of the game. The statistics of the game showed that Liverpool was less than Real Madrid.
I'm saying that.
I'm saying that. Also asking, people are playing Champions League. They are watching. They are just watching.
I was coming to that, but the thing is that I just want to let him a little bit be, and I finish analyzing the game. Then I conclude by saying, where is Manchester United found in Europe for the past how many years, please?
No,
the only thing that I think Manchester United even struggled and even won under Mourinho was Europa League, and they even struggled because
we have played the finals. Okay. We have played the finals of the Europa League 3 times in the last 6 years.
And you people are being kicked out.
Last year against Tottenham, I think it was just by luck that Tottenham won.
Okay.
We're one of the best teams. We're one of the best.
It's okay.
We're one of the best. We're one of the best teams in the Europa League.
We have Champions League at home.
We have just few minutes to go. Now, Evans. Now. Evans, Bayern.
Let's clear off the air about Manchester United.
We'll come to Manchester United. They are watching Champions League at home. We'll come to that.
Yes, we'll come there. I mean, guys are watching. Yeah.
Yes. Bayern Munich against Paris.
If not for the fact that at least we are not supposed to be, biased.
Yes.
Normally, when we enter this topic for Champions, we are not even supposed to contribute.
You are supposed to just stay quiet.
You are supposed to go and wait outside. Work finish. you come back. Evans.
Yes.
Now, when you looked, let's first of all talk about the PSG Bayern game. When you initially saw the lineup, I don't know what came to your mind. We saw Bayern, which is being described as one of the best. They have one of the best attacks.
Now there are 16 victories in a row.
So you saw a lineup of Harry Kane, Luis Diaz.
We had Olise rather.
Yes, and Olise. I think they both.
I think Olise is the son of Olise of Nigeria. I think so.
Michael, I don't know if there's a relation, but maybe perhaps there's a relation. But when I look at the lineup, we'll notice that lineup already told us what that Bayern Munich came for business, and that's one of the things that I told many fans of Paris Saint-Germain. I'm not refusing that Paris Saint-Germain now they are the best. To me, they are the best presently now when it comes to, because you won't tell me that you are playing against a Bayer Leverkusen that is actually playing their all. You get a red card, and at the end you still win the game. So you see that, and Paris Saint-Germain is fond of doing that. But I told them that you should not forgo Bayern Munich, because they are the key when it comes to scoring goals. They are a machinery, and I said that is something that has been happening over and over again. I, as a Barcelona fan, I can testify, because we once fell victim to their prey.
And 8 goes 0.
8 goes 0.
8 goes 0.
And we equally revenge. Don't forget, we equally revenge by scoring 2 in their own house, 4 goals to nothing. So to show that it is something normal. It's something normal when you play with Bayern.
It's normal to lose. It's normal to lose. It's normal to lose. 8 goes to 0 is normal.
Anyways, when Manchester United will be playing Champions League, we'll see what they will do. For now, let us focus on Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. So I told them that Paris Saint-Germain is good, but Bayern Munich, they have 16 victories in a row without defeat and with heavy goals. And they should be careful that Bayern Munich scores at any moment and at every time, especially when you have someone like Harry Kane as your 9 shirt. Harry Kane scores a lot. That's one thing that you need to take note of before even getting to Bayern Munich. Only in the Premier League he had how many goals? I cannot count the number of goals he had. Only in the
about
Premier
200.
League. Exactly. So you see that he's that force, that driving force, aside from the Michael Olise and the Luis Diaz, and that's what we saw yesterday. But not taking the fact that Paris Saint-Germain equally had a good game, because when you look at the last minutes of that game, I mean, as from the second half after the red card, you saw the way Paris Saint-Germain played their game, and they had that equalizer, and they continue pushing forward, and at the moment I almost thought they equalized, but unfortunately
now
no.
PSG not only lost the game, but they lost
the player.
2 players.
Yes, 2 players, Dembele and Hakimi. It is rather sad that Dembele has started back his injury stuff again, because we know him. We know him. He was
the Barcelona experience.
Exactly, and we are very patient with him when he had the injury. But
He started having the injury when he started playing for Barcelona, because in Dortmund he was very fit, and once he went to
he played and he scored a lot of goals, and before getting the injury.
But it was not at Barcelona that he won the Ballon d'Or.
Even if he's not at Barcelona,
he was going to Barcelona to win the Ballon d'Or, but unfortunately, he thought that he was going to win the Ballon d'Or in Barcelona because there was certain Messi there.
No, take note that in Barcelona there was no chance for him to win the Ballon d'Or.
Because why?
That's the truth.
Why?
There was a certain Messi, as you said, and there were other players that were more performance.
So Messi was
building his career.
So Lionel Messi was killing the stars of many.
You won't say he's killing the stars. If you have a bigger player in front of you, you do everything to be bigger than the player, and that's what we see. Will you say Harry Kane is killing the star of Luis Diaz? Will you say Mo Salah?
I'm saying that if you have a big player,
Brian Bomo is killing the stars of
if you have a good player, if you have a good player beside you, I'm saying that good player should be like
from a good player. That is it. That's how it's done. When you put up a formation, you put up their best starting formation. Now the other players, it is their duty to perform, to show that I'm equally a good player. And if you are unable to show that, to prove that on the pitch, then you won't accuse another player who plays well, even if he's of age, who plays well. Or will you tell me that Cristiano Ronaldo presently and I say he's killing the star of?
I think that he's rather bringing them up. He's rather bringing. But now in Barcelona, Lionel Messi could not bring up the star of Ousmane Dembele.
Why do you want that he should bring up a star of someone who does not want to follow him? Have you asked that? Did he follow him? And that's why I say, and that's why I keep on saying that. For now, you don't understand the rules of the Champions League because you are not playing the Champions League with Manchester United. So allow Barcelona be.
We have been there before.
We are going to
play our game
this evening. Yes, you guys have been there before.
And we have won 2 Champions League.
Only 2. The Barcelona has 5 Champions Leagues. So please allow peace to reign between Barcelona and Manchester United. So as I was saying,
we have won 20 Premier Leagues.
And we have won 25. Is it 30? 30 La Liga. 30.
You cannot compare the Premier League and La Liga.
Okay,
we cannot compare Premier League and La Liga.
We have more trophies than Manchester United. Is it true or false?
Okay. We are playing a difficult league. We are playing a very difficult league.
Okay, let us be. So as I was saying,
so
Dembele to me, I think he's a good player. He's a fantastic player. But when you are that kind of player whereby you play with both legs and you dribble equally with both legs, you are prone to a lot of injuries. So it's not the first time. For Hakimi, it's rather sad that he might lose the AFCON.
But now talking about the tackle, the foul, however you may want to put it,
yes.
The referee judged for a red card. Ooh.
Yeah, that's actually the replay of the foul. Yes, the referee judged for a red card after second thoughts. Do
you think he's really deserving of?
Yeah, to me it's deserving. It's deserving because the rules of FIFA nowadays is that so far as your boots are on the ankle or at the delicate position of the player's leg or body, it's automatically a red card. So it's normal that it should be a red card. But now it's just that we just pray that Hakimi should have prompt in recovery, and maybe he might play the AFCON, maybe he might not play the AFCON. But Morocco still has a lot of players.
And then on to the next game, Real Madrid Liverpool. I'm very sure David, since they are not participating in the Champions League, You're rooting
He has a lot of things to say.
for Liverpool, right? At least apart from the same country.
Real Madrid, of course. Manchester United supporters all support Real Madrid.
We know. Let us. I want to bring back our knowledge on certain points. Manchester United is the biggest club in England.
Oh,
we have only 2 Champions
We have
League.
won. When you were talking about,
you guys are tied on the same titles, the same trophies with Liverpool, correct?
we were the biggest club.
Correct.
You are the biggest club in your brain.
We are the biggest club. We are the biggest club. We
Here's
are
the
the biggest
question,
club.
David.
We are the biggest club. We are the biggest
David,
club.
here is the
in-
question.
Yes.
You know that presently now Chelsea is far more better than Manchester United.
No,
Do you
wait.
know that?
Evans,
When I say
wait.
far more better, because they have won all titles in Europe.
No,
All
Evans,
titles.
wait.
Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao, Champions League, Europa League, Europa
World
Conference. In fact, Club World Cup, all titles. After you tell me,
Which title are we never won in which title have we never won?
That is
have you guys won the conference? Have you
Yeah,
guys
we
even
have
won?
not had the opportunity to play in the
Have you
conference
guys
league.
won the
We have
Club
not had the
World Cup?
opportunity to play in the conference league.
Have you guys won even the Super?
Don't
The Super Cup?
don't be
No.
so sentimental. Don't be so
I want
sentimental.
to learn something from David. He says
They're the best in Europe. They're the best, the
biggest,
biggest.
the biggest. So
In
under
England.
what basis, please? I've been getting it though.
We have won more titles than any other.
Liverpool only tied with Liverpool on the same title.
I mean, we have won more. We accumulate all our trophies. We have won 20 English Premier League. We have won 13 FA Cups. We have won.
How many Champions
We have won
League?
2 Champions
Stop
League.
talking those small
We have
small
won.
things.
We have won 2 Champions League.
Liverpool has how many
We have
Champions League?
Two.
Liverpool
Liverpool
has
has 5.
Liverpool has 5.
6 now. Yeah, I almost forgot that the last time they beat Tottenham in the Champions League.
We're talking about. 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 You cannot compare Liverpool and Manchester United. We are the biggest club in
The
England.
theater who is killing people's dreams.
No.
Who
We are
has
the
never
biggest
played
club.
Liverpool
We won Liverpool at Anfield recently.
And Liverpool
We are the-
equally in some
we are-
years back equally beat you people.
We won Liverpool.
7 goals to nothing.
We won Liverpool during the FA Cup at Anfield. We won them during the league game that part recently at Anfield. We are the highest club that have won Liverpool at Anfield. You cannot take that away from us.
So that's an achievement. That's an achievement. Biggest
Anfield.
achievement. So that's the club's biggest achievement in the last how many seasons?
You say Anfield is where is an impossible ground, but Manchester United always
Anfield
make sure
does not
that.
work alone.
They always say.
Anyway, let's come back.
The
Let's
theatre
come.
of dreams
Let's
and-
come back to
They
the
always say
game.
the United Stadium is the theater of
Let's
dreams.
come back to the game. I think that Liverpool had the words.
The way that I asked a question, the question was that were you supporting your English brothers?
Don't mind the support.
No, me, I'm someone that I don't like Real Madrid naturally. I don't like Real Madrid. I don't like to say. I don't like to say. I don't like to see Real Madrid winning. I don't like to see Real Madrid winning because Real Madrid when they are winning, they are so provocative. They are so noisy. They are cheats. They always win by going through the back door. I think that I don't like them. I love the fact that they won. Real Madrid.
Wait, when Arsenal win the Premier League, you hear the real noise.
But I'm going for the fact. I'm going for the point that Arsenal should win the Premier League because I've not won it for quite a long time. I want Arsenal to win the Premier League. I don't want to see Liverpool winning the Premier League. I want to see Arsenal winning the Premier League. So it was a good game for Liverpool yesterday. They won. I think that they have won 2 games in a row now. After losing 5 in a row, but it's a good footing they are currently on. I think that they can continue like this and see how an English team to win the Premier the Champions League. It showed that my club is not playing the Champions League, but
yeah.
I'll show you. I'll show you. We are going to go to Europe this season. We are going to play Europe.
If not for Mbomo, we hope that he will not pick up an injury.
No. We have Cunha and Sesko.
There is somebody somewhere who has not shifted. He's waiting for you guys to win 4 games in a row. I think that's. Anyways, we'll end the year for today. For Sports R, we'll end it here. Thank you very much to Ivan Sulems Jobati, to Akumani David. I got the name very well. I'm very sure now. Kumani David, thank you very much for making it to our studios today for Sports Hour. We've discussed the Women's African Cup of Nations, Cameroon without wildcard qualification to the competition. We've currently looked at Cameroon's upcoming game against the Democratic Republic of Congo, a fixture which is barely 10 days for today, and Cameroon must first win that game in order to hope to qualify for the next edition of the World Cup. We had on the technical dashboard Romeo Adekum. On the cameras we had Brian Bidao, took care of our live on our YouTube channel. Production assistance we had Ngang Nadesh. Editorial coaching came in from Abel Bela Samari. Coordination we had from the station's manager Roger Kiek. For general supervision, the Reverend Pastor Bisai Emmanuel. My name is Biwa Brian, your host for today's edition of the program Sports Hour. Up next we will have Jeunesse Education, which will be presented by Bertrand Boyas. Join me in this